We needed to increase the size, we didn't have enough space. Then we purchased a building which at that time was much too big for us. I think at that time we had something like 500 square meter. So this one is 2000 square meter. It was a big, very nice building built for the Expo 2000 in Hannover. This was the ex-Swedish pavilion with a lot of light and very modern. And a few years later, it was still very small for us. So we bought another building next to us. It was the British pavilion from the Expo 2000. It's another 6,000 square meter. We are now an international company with offices and facilities in many countries and with partners in much more countries. So I need to spend time, a little bit time everywhere. I spend some time in Germany, I spend some time in Spain, I spent some time in Sofia, some time everywhere. The most of the time I spent is on research and development for Coda. We have teams working in research and development in Germany, in Sofia. So the most of the software work and electronic we make in Germany. And the most of the mechanical R&D we make in Sofia. So I split my time working with different teams. Yeah, this is another new step which is really new for us because our background is technology. This is what we love, this is what we did all the time, and then we need to face some challenges with the big world. It was needed to set up daughter companies in the United States, in Germany, and in UK. So this is what we did in the last half a year. And we tried to find the best people in our industry, to hire them, to work with them together, to become a strong team. And I believe we are a strong team now. America, we work with Luke. He's a very well-known person. I was aware that many people know him, but I was surprised that this is much more than I was thinking. Luke has a very strong knowledge about loudspeaker systems, about the application, about working for big system setups, and so he's adding to our knowledge. I don't know how it comes, but it's sometimes not very serious what I read. It's absolutely not serious, especially in terms of maximum SPL. You can read very funny specifications. There's no clear standard from the IES on that maximum SPL. So everyone can write more or less their definition on it, or write something even without definition. So it's, oh, let's make UDB more, it looks better, these kind of things. But actually, in the today world, it's pretty easy to know what is actually the maximum SPL. Because everything is a part of a system. You have your amplifiers, they give you some voltage, you have your speakers with their power handling and sensitivity. So at the end, as a closed system, you know what is the peak power of your amplifier. And if you are honest, you can be very precise of what is the peak voltage of your amplifier, what is the sensitivity of your speaker, and you can make it really exactly what is your maximum SPL. Well, APS stands for Arrayable Point Source. It's very new. We just delivered now the first serial products. But the story about it, it's very old. Not so old, but it's pretty old. We always have two stages of development. The first stage is when we make basic research. Basic research means we don't work on given product. We work on a technology. We try to create a technology which allows us to go beyond the limits of existing driver technology or what else. And the apps product range started actually maybe 9 years ago with starting to work on the DDP driver. DDP means double diaphragm planar wave driver. We work on this technology for a few years without having a product, just to design a new type of transducer which allows us to make things differently. And the first product which employed that technology was V-Ray in 2012. So from that time, the new generation products started based on this unique technology. Then in 2015, 2 years ago, we launched the I-Ray, which is using the same DDP technology and which allows us to reduce the size and the weight of a big system to the half. And giving the user not only great sound advantage, but economical advantage, because the rigging time, the transport volume, everything is reduced. So again, it's very new product, but the step one, the basic research on it was done many years ago. Touring and installation are actually different. They have different issues. At the end, we try to make a synergy between touring and installation. But generally, on our line arrays, for example, we don't have touring or installation version. It's all the same. We can modify something for a certain application, for example, outside, making waterproof versions of it. But basically, it's the same product with some modifications. On the smaller systems, there are differences. Some small point sources like D-series at Coda, it's a typical installation product designed with all accessories and everything needed for installations. And some other products like the Hopes, they have different versions. It's the same cabinet, but the rigging is installation version or touring version. But I could say for both installation and touring, 90% of the work, it's the same. And the 10% could be different. There is some difference in software and how you manage the control and the workflow, all these things. But I believe at the end, if you have a good touring product, you can adapt it as an installation product. If you have a good installation product, you not always can adapt it to a good touring product. I personally see an installation more important for the business and touring, more important to have fun. Well, we have a team of people. We expand this team, everything what is software and electronic and audio networks. We work on that and try to adapt technology to what the application needs. We really very carefully check what makes sense and what doesn't make sense. Now we implement Dante into the newest amplifiers and racks. But again, we take us a lot time to make such decisions, because especially on audio network, many things are coming and going, and we should be very careful. And our customers, they don't have the ability to invest every time in something new and 1 year later to say, oh, this is now old, we need to change it to something else. For example, in our touring systems, we allow the user to use analog, of course. They can use IS over Ethernet, which means digital IS signals, and remote control on the same Cat5 cable. They can use, as a third option, Linet, which transports up to 8 digital signals on a Cat5 cable. And they can use, the user can use Dante as well. Line arrays. We have 3 models. Ultra compact, compact, high output. That's it. Ultra compact is double 5-inch, that's small. Then compact is double 8-inch, that's small. And then high power is double 12-inch, again that's small. Same size as the double 8-inch. And line array is very important for the Coda business, maybe the most important. We cover this with 3 models. The base extensions and everything is the same for V-Ray and I-Ray. So at the end, you use very less components to make many different things. For me, qualification you can get. You miss something, you learn it. Experience, the same, you can get. Nobody is born educated, nobody is born experienced. But I believe we are born with some soft skills, which you cannot learn in school. Soft skills are like patience, like belief. Like, if you believe, are you able to fight for that? These are the soft skills. You could be very good educated. Without soft skills, you probably will not be very successful. So for me, it's very important to have the things which you cannot learn. This is what is, in my opinion, the most important.